We're the visionaries, man. We're the trillionaires. I don't know which channel I put this on yet, man. But welcome back to another video. And I'm gonna talk to y'all about something right quick today. Today's video I want to talk to y'all about is title of this video is gonna be called Reset One Time Every Year. I might say that. I don't know. But let me explain about what it is that I mean by that. Let me talk about me, man. One thing it is that I used to do. No, hopefully this is my last day of doing this shit. But one thing it is that I do, man, I made a video on my Word of Visionaries, and I was talking about I know how it feels to win. Now let me explain with that right quick. Real talk, man. I know how it feels to be on top of my A game. I know how it feels, just have a positive mindset. Like real talk. When your life is together on some shit, I know exactly how that shit feels. However, I went back to my old fucking ways out in this bitch. And what I was explaining on there on some shit is basically, it don't matter. It don't matter if you was winning at one point in time. Are you still winning in that current moment? It's like saying if I was a millionaire at one point in time, right? Let's say if I was a millionaire at one point in time and then boom, I blew all that money away. At the end, if I blew all that money away and I was rich at one point in time, motherfucking, am I still rich out in this bitch? No, I'm broke. I'm telling you what it is. So point I'm trying to get across is, when it comes to that right quick, point I'm trying to get across is with that, a winning streak is what it is that you really need to do. You need to be on a winning streak. I'm telling you the game. But, so anyways, man, so point I'm trying to get across with this, I know how it feels to win. But like I just told you, I stopped winning at one point in time. Therefore, I became a fuck up. So when I used to always fuck up, right? When I used to go back to my old ways, the thing it is that I used to do is I used to reset. Now, what do I mean by reset? What I mean by reset is if it was like certain things it is that I didn't want in my life and some shit like that, I were to like reset, I were to like clear it or delete it or just reset or some shit or erase, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I used to do that, man. So let me go with like, my addiction and shit like that. Look, man, all you got to do is go into the visionary team and we're the visionaries. I think I made some videos on this channel as well about it. My addiction was on digital lust. I'm telling you what it is, man. I can't stand that lame ass shit. But when it came to that though, right, if I were to have relapse and some shit like that, then basically what it is that I did was, I probably was like on a binging streak for like a couple of days. Then let's say, let me get back on my grind and start doing what I got to do again. So what I did was I do a reset, when it came to like the digital lust, I would have gone in the browser and I would have cleared all the damn search history and web history and shit like that, because I ain't want to see that shit. When I get back high up on the days, I don't want to see that shit on my damn, feed and shit like that. I don't want to, because that's basically saying, damn, that shit is right there in front of you. You think you ain't going to click on that shit? I'm telling you what it is. But that's part of the reset. Another reset is, when it comes from me being like on social media and shit like that. When it comes to like me being on social media, motherfucking, if it's like certain topics and shit like that, I don't want to see like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I were to clear it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see that shit. So that's basically what the fuck it is that I mean by reset. And it could even be with my room and shit like that. I organize my room and shit like that. Like if I try to get back on my A game, because when I'm off of my A game, my room be sloppy as hell. But when I'm up, let's say I said, I want to get back on the grind, get on my A game and shit like that. So I just reset my whole room, clean everything out and shit like that. That's what I mean by reset out in this bitch. But basically what the fuck it is I'm saying though, whenever I'm on my A game and I get off of my A game, that's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? I used to just reset every single time. Reset. And I'm just gonna tell you what it is, man. When because I ain't gonna sit back and cap to you, man. I remember it was like with the addiction it is I'm talking to y'all about and shit like that. The moment that you relapse, man, it could be with any addiction, man. But the moment that you relapse, you know what I'm saying? The moment that you relapse and go back to your old ways, right? You know for a damn fact you ain't trying to go back to your old ways and shit like that. But let's say you do, And when you go back to your old ways, right, without you even trying to do that shit, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel butthurt. You're gonna feel mad because you ain't trying to do that shit. But the point I'm trying to get across is when you in that heated state of mind, you're gonna say, damn, I gotta start all the way from day zero. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm telling you what it is. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not gonna start all the way from day zero and restart. Because I'm telling you, man, it's gonna play tricks in your mind. You're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna feel heated, like, damn, I gotta start back all the way from zero out in this. You get tired of that shit. But that's why I came to my conclusion. This is why, and this video is basically a video to myself and shit like that. And if you could relate with what the fuck it is I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, then voila. But, you know, so basically what I plan to do is, starting next year, right, on 2024, what I plan to do is when I see it says like on January 1st, 2024, 12 a.m., like 12 o'clock on the fucking dot, you know, when I see that shit though, right, that's when that's going to be my next reset. Real talk, man, that's going to be my next reset because what I did this year, right, I kept on resetting throughout the whole year. You know, if I were to fucked up, go back to my old ways and shit like that, I were to reset. And that can happen for like every week, 2 weeks, a month, every 2 months, whatever the fuck. I just kept on resetting out in this bitch. So what I plan to do next year, right, I'm just going to give myself one time out in this bitch. I'm going to give myself one reset. So this is what I'm going to do on December 31st, right? On December 31st, I'm gonna get everything cleaned the fuck up. I'm telling you what it is. Whatever it is that I don't like, I'm gonna get everything cleaned up, deleted, erase, all type of shit. That's what I'm gonna do on December 31st, 2023. When it hits January 1st, 2024, we gonna go through that whole year, January 1st, 2024, all the way to December 31st, 2024. We're gonna go through that whole year, and I'm grateful that I'm doing this shit because I'm gonna see everything for what it is. I'm gonna see what type of problems it is that I might face in 2024. I'm gonna see what type of mental thinking it is I'm gonna have. I'm gonna see whatever the fuck it could be with my addiction. I'm going to see if that's going to come back. I'm going to see if I'm going to complain. I'm going to see if I'm a motherfucking, how much money I'm going to make. I'm going to see if I'm going to stay consistent on my workout routine, my goal. I'm just going to see everything throughout that 1 year straight because I want to see where the problem is coming from. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this video is a video to myself. Look, man, I'm trying to be the best version I can be. I'm telling you what it is. I'm literally trying to be the best version I could be out in this bitch. But in order for me to master myself, right? In order for me to fully master life out in this bitch, I got to see where everything is coming from. I can't think straight when everything is everywhere out in this bitch. I'm telling you. So that's literally how the fuck it is that I feel right now. I feel like everything is just all scattered and shit like that. And one of the reasons for it being is because, you know, I kept on motherfucking resetting. I'm scattered everywhere out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. So in order for me to clear all of that shit out, clear all the damn clutter, then I'm just going to give myself one shot out in this bitch. So this is basically what I plan to do for the rest of the year. At the current moment, man, it's like November the 11th and some shit like that. So basically what I plan to do, right, for the remainder of the year, what I plan to do is I'm going to give myself one last reset. Like I said, I gave myself like 300 resets out in this whole damn year because I wasn't happy with whatever that was happening in my life and some shit like that. So I kept on resetting. We ain't doing that shit no more. So I'm gonna give myself one last reset, and it's gonna be today out in this bitch. I'm gonna give myself one last reset and basically start tomorrow out in this bitch. Like what I just told y'all, what the 2024 method is I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do that shit tomorrow. And on December 31st of this year, right, I'm a whatever the fuck it is that I wanna clear out, delete, whatever the fuck we gonna do down December 31st, man. Real talk, man, because I gotta put it into this damn fuckery. Telling you what it is. So I hope y'all understand what the fuck it is I'm talking about, man. Y'all might be looking at me like I'm crazy as hell. But real talk though, man, I ain't gonna sit back and cap to you, man. I feel crazy as hell. Look at my hair right now. I'm telling you, man, I'm not on my A game at the current moment. I'm just telling you what it is. I am honestly not on my A game. You know what I'm saying? I feel sloppy as hell. Look at my hair. Like, if you could see my, man, I motherfucker, look, man. I'm just sloppy right now. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But I'm just giving y'all the truth out in this bitch, motherfucker. I got problems out in this bitch, motherfucker. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I do my very best to reach perfect, and that's what I plan to do starting, starting tomorrow and also starting next year out in this bitch. I gotta see where my problems are coming from. Like, where is the problems coming from? Because I'm telling you what it is. 99% chance, it's a 99% chance that most of your problems are illusions out in this bitch. And that's, we live in a world of illusion. I'm telling you what it is. Here you go. Your thoughts probably scattered and shit like that. That's the illusion that we living in. Here you go. It could be with a whole lot of things. You probably think you unlucky. You probably think your life is just in shambles out in this bitch. That's an illusion. I'm telling you what it is. But in order for you to get out of the damn illusion, you got to see where the problem is coming from. So where is the problem coming from? Is it coming from because I'm doing this? Is it coming from because I'm doing that? I got to see this shit. So I'm gonna give myself a perfect slate. Telling you, man, when it hits next year, I'm gonna do it tomorrow on some shit. So tomorrow, all the way for the rest of the year, right? I'm just going to see everything unfold, and that's all I'm trying to see. Especially with next year on some shit. I'm just going to see everything unfold all the way January 1st to motherfucking December 31st out in that bitch of next year. I'm going to go through that only one reset, and we're going to go through that whole year. I'm just going to see everything. I might create me a damn diary. I'm telling you what it is, because I want to see what's going to happen every single day. Do I give in to my addictions one day? Do I go back to being broke one day? Do I go back and being a fuck up one day? Like, I got to see where the problems are coming from so I can solve this bitch. So, real talk though, man. But that's all of this I really wanted to say, man. Because I got to get back on my A game out in this bitch, man. I got to get back on my A game. And, it just... Like I literally just said, in order for you to get on your A game, you gotta see as to why you're not on your A game. And that's basically what it is I've been realizing. And like what I said earlier, I made a video on my Word of Visionaries. I realized that being on a streak, or AKA being consistent, that's the only thing that matters. It don't matter if you was working out. Because I'm telling you, look, man, I know how it feels to work out tremendously out in this bitch. I know how it feels to feel extremely great about your health and shit like that. At the end of the day, I stopped. And guess what? I feel unhealthy as a motherfucker. I'm doing unhealthy ass shit. So let's say some unhealthy ass shit happened to my ass or some shit like that. Then the reason for it being is because I wasn't doing no healthy ass shit. So the point I'm trying to get across is, it don't matter if you was healthy at one point in time. It don't matter if you was rich at one point in time. It don't matter if you was free from your addiction at one point in time. What are you doing at the current moment? If you ain't doing none of that shit, if you stop being healthy, if you stop working out, if you stop eating healthy food, if you stop giving in to your addiction, or if you stop being free from your addiction, whatever the fuck, but if you stop doing shit and you went back to your old ways, motherfucker, I'm telling you what it is. You're going to end up as a damn bum again. So, but yeah, man, those are 2 videos it is that I wanted to make today and shit like that, man. So, I'm telling you, man, I got to get back on my A game out in this bitch. But if you like this video, man, stay tuned for some more videos, and we out. Tease up.